What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday over here. Bitcoin at this time, not doing too much, up just very slightly, but it is trying to reverse against a against a breakdown, pretty bearish breakdown of Bitcoin here, which I talked about yesterday. Let's see if Bitcoin could actually reverse against this and trap the bears and potentially save quite a bit of these altcoins from dropping. Gonna be taking a look into the charts on that. But the main topic for this video will be about Mina protocol token, and see what's going on in this market. Following up on my previous posts, see what has changed. Let's take a look into some upside and downside price targets. Just be realistic, as well as some key price levels. This price action does need to break in order to go either direction. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal sentiment and opinions on this market later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Lastly, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice, of course. It is purely my personal opinions and speculations on this market. I could very well be wrong. I am not a financial advisor nor an elite trader of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who has been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear market. And I am looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, if you guys feel pumped, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into this video. All right, so we do have Mina here. Actually has not moved for today. It is at 37.9 cents, okay? Has not done anything, but has anything changed since the last time we talked about this token? Let's take a look in what's going on here. So we left off at the weekly time frame there, where I did say that the price action broke out of a falling wedge pattern, which usually breaks to the upside. Okay, measure target out of this falling wedge pattern is going to be about, I'm just going to say $1.15 area. Okay, just to be even, right? Price action broke out, however, it's nowhere near that target. Like I always say, measure targets are estimates only, okay? It could be over, under, and, there's going to be a lot of things that could happen in between, okay? It is a trading concept. Please do, your Google searches on falling wedges, measure targets. I know that a lot of you guys did write me that, my predictions were right on some of the coins I talked about, but I take no credit for it because I'm really just the messenger. I'm just basically presenting to you what I see on the charts, and this chart is available to everybody. Okay, so I'm really just the messenger. I can't take credit for the predictions being right. I'm just telling you what's on the charts. Okay, so if you want to I think the main takeaway from videos like this is the educational purpose and the information you can get from learning how to chart this on your own. Because if you want to be trading in this market in the long run, you have to do it, with technical analysis, right? That is the single most important thing you can do, in my opinion. Now, let's take a look into what has happened, right? So price action has broken out of this bigger falling wedge pattern, right? And then we're going to come to the daily time frame here, right? And see if we can get any clues on what's going on what could go on in the weekly time frame. Okay, the daily time frame is my preference for seeing what can happen on the weekly time frame and see if we can get any clues, right? Price action had this falling wedge pattern on this daily time frame as well. Price action has broken out of the pattern, basically slightly broken back into the pattern. That will invalidate the pattern for me. Okay, so let's take this pattern out, see what we can be dealing with here. I mean, there's no particular pattern that's developed here, right? But it looks like it could be a rounded bottom, right? The bottoms are rounding, and it could be developing into a cup and handle pattern, right? But the price action does need to come back here to retest 42.5 cents. area. Okay, you see these two wicks right here? Let me draw out what a potential cup and handle pattern would look like, because, that could be what's happening. I'm not saying that has to happen, but it looks like that could be happening because you got your rounded bottom, which is basically like the cup portion of the cup and handle, right? And then, let me close my door. Sorry, the dogs have just been getting crazy all day today. Um, so this could be developing into something like this. You have basically half the pattern here. I'm not saying it does have to develop into a cup and handle, but that's what it looks like right now. That's my educated guess at this time. That's my best guess at this time. Okay. And that is a bullish pattern if this completes, right? So you're looking for a retest back up to back up to 42.5 cents. If that happens, then we could have a cup and handle scenario, but that does not have to happen. This thing could break down at any time as well as breaking upwards, okay? But in my opinion here, on this weekly time frame, I think this breakout is still very much alive because price action broken out of this falling wedge pattern. Even though it's dragged out for quite a few weeks, right? Like we've seen with quite a bit of these altcoins, right? It's dragged out, but it is basically still above the upward trend line here. So in my opinion here, this is still this breakout is still alive. Some things to note here is that we still do have bullish divergence on this weekly time frame. So that is a bullish signal. Let's see how far, if it plays out or if it plays out at all, because, if the market's really bearish, then, I've seen bullish divergence on the RSI just completely get destroyed. So you really have to look into, what's happening on a higher time frame and see if we can get any clues on what's going on here, right? So come to the monthly time frame, we could potentially have another double bottom scenario here with bullish divergence, right? You have your one bottom on on December of last year. Your second bottom is being dragged out quite a bit. And the last red candle here is August, just last month, right? In my opinion, this is still very much a double bottom, right? Even though the second bottom here is slightly lower, we still have bullish divergence on this monthly time frame as well. So, in my opinion, quite a bit of bullish signals. But there is still a chance that it does not play out. But I think the chances are, in my opinion, not financial advice, it is in favor of the bulls, but there is still a chance it might not play out. So what's important is you come back to the daily time frame, and see if it can get any clues on, if we're getting bullish or bearish trading patterns. That will probably increase the likelihood of you being right on either side, either the long or short side. Okay. So, that's basically what I'm seeing for Mina. Let's take a look into some key price levels the price action does need to break in order to go upwards, right? We have the weekly 21 SMA at about 45 cents area, weekly 50 SMA, the gray line at about, I would just say 60 cents area just to be even. Monthly 21, the blue line here at about 90, I'm just going to say 95 cents area. 3-day 21 at about 40 cents area, the blue line. 3-day 50 SMA, about 46 cents area. 3-day 200 SMA, about the 90 cent area, I'm just going to say. Your daily moving averages are going to be a lot lower. I mean, closer to the price action. You have your daily 50 SMA, 40 cents area. Daily 200 SMA, the orange line here, it's going to be about the 54 cent area, 54, 55, right? Your daily 21 SMA is currently basically right where the price action is at. I would consider that to be immediate support. All right, those are going to be your noticeable key resistances going upwards. You can look into further resistances going upwards based on past trading history, but we're not going to do that here for time's sake. That's going to take quite some time. We could do some for your key supports. Well, key support, I mean, you're basically at the all-time lows here, really. So I mean, there's no past trading history that will give you uh support, right? Because you're basically at all-time lows. So 35 cents, that's gonna be your all-time low, from what I can read here. That's gonna be your key support, your first level of key support. And then if that doesn't hold, I can't really give you any estimates, right? Because we don't have a developed pattern that will give us lower prices on a trend line. So if it breaks 35 cents area, we're gonna come back and rechart this and see if we can see what else is going on in the market. But that's basically what I'm seeing in terms of key support. I can't really give you another estimate. If it breaks that key support, we'll come back and rechart this and see if we can get any estimates for lower prices. Now, that's basically what I'm seeing for Mina, right? Let's take a look into Bitcoin real quick, just real quick. I know I didn't really get too much of a chance to look into Bitcoin for the past two videos today, because my dogs were just getting pretty crazy and I had to cut it short. But let's take a look here. Bitcoin, very close. Well, Bitcoin is underneath 27K. It is 26.3 right now. It did get rejected at the daily 50 SMA, the gray line here, currently at about 26.9K, right? I did say that yesterday that this looks like a head and shoulders pattern, and it did break down, right? The measured target of that breakdown would be about 25.2K, which would be very bad for Bitcoin as well as a lot of these altcoins here. Will it actually get there? Well, measured targets are estimates only, as I keep saying. So you really just have to, consistently refresh your charts and see, what the new data is coming in telling you, right? So since the breakdown of this head and shoulders pattern, we do have a falling wedge pattern, which is usually a bullish reversal pattern, right? So I would like to see Bitcoin to break back on top of 26.3, 26.4, which was the neckline of that head and shoulders pattern. Or even better, a safer signal would be Bitcoin breaks out of this falling wedge pattern before I open any more longs, right? So that is basically my opinion on this market. It is still overall bullish. I am still long on quite a bit of altcoins. If you guys do want to see more of Mina, do like, subscribe, comments. I will bring you guys another update if you guys want to see more of this coin and updates on this coin. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of the day.